I'm Dr. LuLu Shimmick. I'm a naturopathic physician and functional medicine. I'm an author, botanical formulator, and I have my own podcast, which is called The Genetic Genius. I have a new book, which just came out, and it's called Detox, Nourish, and Activate Plant and Vibrational Medicine for Energy, Mood, and Love. If you haven't gotten a copy of that, check it out. It's an amazing book, and I think you will love it. I really specialize in helping women with hormonal issues, especially thyroid, adrenal, endocrine disorders, really helping women to take charge of their hormonal health and start to feel great again. And that's my passion and purpose. And I really have this huge desire to help women feel healthy. A lot of us are tired out, tired of feeling crappy. So I really help engage women and help empower them to feel their best, teaching them how to relive their lives. So today I'm going to be talking really about skin, right? So wanting to have best skin that you can have is really important. And it's not, our skin is a reflection. So it's our biggest organ, right? It's a reflection of what's going on the inside of our body. And that's really what we're going to be talking about today, how our skin is showing up on the outside, that there is something going on. And of course, the outside elements do affect our skin, like the sun and the wind and things like that. But it's really the picture of what's going on in the inside. Give me a second here. I'm going to change my view so that I can see a little bit better my notes here to go over with you so I don't miss out anything. Okay, there it goes. Now I can see it. My notes a little better. Sorry about that. So again, today we're going to be talking all about the skin. Why do you want to have good skin? That's what you should be asking yourself right now. How does your skin look? Is it smooth? Is it clear? Is it healthy looking? Is it shiny? All of those answers are going to be talked about today. And the answer really lies in two important factors. One is what we put into our body. This is how others perceive our skin, right? How we perceive our skin, how it looks from the inside, outside. And even though, like I said, there are many environmental factors that influence the skin, it's really about what we put into our body that takes effect. So eating a balanced diet is an essential prescription, right? It's the foundation of how our skin is healthy. Without healthy skin, we're really, or without a healthy diet, we're really not going to be able to have healthy skin. It's just like 1+1 =2, but 1+12 is not equal to 2, right? We have to be eating a balanced diet, and it's this essential, all those essential nutrients. And when we talking about what those foods are, we want to have, when we eat healthy foods that help to nourish our skin, it leaves our skin healthy, plump, beautiful, dewy. And the good news is that the food you feed your body will not only show you your skin, but you know how your skin looks on the outside, but it really does your whole body, of course, a healthy favor as well. So of course, eating a healthy, balanced, nutritious diet, but specific foods that are going to hydrate and help your skin be healthy. And do you actually look older than you are? That's a really good question when you're looking at your skin. For example, you might be watching this video now or watching it later. Most people say when they see my skin, they're like, really, wow, really? You're in your 50s? So I take really good care of my skin. I hydrate, I take really good care of my health. And so that shows up in my skin, right? It shows up in everything that I do with my skin. I have a skin routine where I clean and moisturize and hydrate my skin every morning, every evening, because not only do I have fair skin, which it shows a lot more damage from the sun, but I also work outside at a farm. So I'm also getting those elements a lot more bombarded more throughout the year. So if your skin doesn't look good, if it's got a lot of wrinkles from the sun, perhaps, or it has thickened, like specific areas are thickened or thinned, sometimes that can happen as we don't have the right foods, the right collagen. It could be from smoking or drinking too much alcohol or caffeine, or you might have some discoloration in the skin or a decrease in the elasticity or tone of the skin. There's no doubt that those factors are a huge beauty problem because this is a big multi-million dollar industry, right? So those are factors that really take a play in how our skin looks. And the condition of our skin can totally change. Not only is it our age, so as we age, 20 years can make your skin look 20 years older or younger, depending on what you're putting into your body. The skin is like a canvas. It's how we're an artist. What we're putting into the body shows up on our skin. How happy we are shows up on our skin. How we're taking good care of our health, our hair, skin, and nails. All of that is about us painting the canvas of life through our skin. And genetics also plays a huge factor in our skin. And it's genetics that will determine when your skin really does start aging, and let alone the environmental damage and also your lifestyle choices. All of these just accelerate the process. So we can have play, or we can have an input into those factors, right? We can change those factors and how our body is changing. And along the way, we have the opportunity to pamper our skin, pamper ourselves. We can feed it, nourish it, so that people keep guessing about your age because of the condition of your skin or that canvas that you're painting on, creating this beautiful skin. So let's talk about how skin damage does occur, because this is a really big aspect of how our skin is a reflection. So sun is our biggest factor. We're really experiencing different changes with global warming about the UV rays that come in and the damage that our skin receives from the sun. A lot of it has become because of oxidation, a chemical process where unstable molecules, which are called free radicals, you might have heard that term before, these free radicals steal electrons from the healthy cells, which causes this free radical damage to the cells. You might have heard of this before. And stressors that cause this oxidation are the things that I mentioned before: sunlight, smoking, alcohol, caffeine, genetics. All those can cause damage to the skin. And so sunlight and smoking are really a huge aspect of how our skin looks. You might, for example, know maybe someone in your family who is a smoker, and their skin might look a lot different than another family member because you can see it, especially in their face, their lips, and things like that when they have a history of smoking. So do yourself a really big favor and don't smoke. There's lots of reasons to not smoke, of course, but your skin is a big one. Like I mentioned in the beginning, our skin is our biggest organ. So it's a reflection of what's going on in the inside. And you want to make sure you're using plenty of sunscreen. And I'm talking about really healthy sunscreen. Make sure you're reading your ingredients and doesn't have benzoate in it. Benzoate is actually a carcinogen. It can increase your risk of cancer or cause cancer. And so you really want to make sure you're reading the ingredients. It doesn't have a lot of additives. Buying a healthy sunscreen is important. And wearing sunscreen when you're out in the sun. Now, of course, we need to have a certain amount of sun. We need that for vitamin D, but you want to be protected. So what I suggest is really making sure you're spending a lot of time, or a few minutes a day, maybe 10 or 15 minutes if you can, in the sun, really soaking in those rays. And then if you're going to be outside longer, then applying the sunscreen and protecting your skin, especially the. And so let's talk about next reasons why your skin will be looking dull. Like maybe it doesn't have that shine or that glisten, or that holiday sparkle, so to speak. So let's talk about some common reasons why your skin might be looking dull. And dehydration, like I mentioned before, this one is a really key factor in how our skin looks, because our body is so much a percentage of water. We need that, and our skin needs that as that largest organ. It needs water. And if you don't exfoliate your skin, this is a really key factor where your skin might be looking dull, especially the face, using an exfoliator, a scrub, using a a scrub all over your skin. And I usually recommend doing a light scrub on your face. You don't need something really abrasive on the face, but using then the heavier scrub on, like a sugar scrub on the whole body to really get that dead skin off so that you have that. Not moisturizing regularly. So your skin does need to have a moisturizer, water, of course, and the inside to show the glow, but you want to have a moisturizer that you're using on the face as well as a moisturizer you're using on the body. Coconut oil is great. It's a straight up one you can use, but there's also lots of really good ones you can use for the face. I particularly use a Beauty Counter. I'm not like promoting that, but that's what I use because it's non-toxic and they have a really strong focus that they use. They're very proactive in antitoxin. So that's really important to me. They go to Washington, D.C. and protest on the Capitol. And so it's really important for me to have something. And I really recommend having a non-toxic skin care routine that you're putting on your face, because that's really important for a long term. And then too much stress. So stress will definitely show up on your face. We're talking, especially if you see wrinkles in the forehead or wrinkles between the eyebrows. Stress will play a factor on every cell of our body and especially our skin. Not getting enough sleep. That's a big one for seeing baggy eyes or dark circles under the eyes. That can be a big sign. We need that rest, that time when we sleep for real rejuvenation. That's how our body heals. That's the time when our cells actually, they're most active because we're resting and our body finally says, I can take a breath. This is the time when we're sleeping, we're in this rejuvenation phase, and our skin is healing, nonstop healing, right? Where it's continually healing at night. So sleep is very important. So the environment also affects our skin. We can't control or want to control our environment, but we can be conscious of the environment, right? Let's say if it's a really toxic day outside, you're looking at the factor of the pollution if you live in a polluted area. So maybe during those particular times, you're not going out, just protecting yourself as best as you can. And let's talk about makeup. So makeup, you want to make sure you're using, again, a non-toxic makeup. There's lots of different makeups out there. So do your research and pick a line that is not filled with toxins, and being light on the matte aspect, because then it will clog your pores and your skin won't be able to breathe. So it's really important using a non-toxic makeup and a non-toxic cleaning and hydration line. Really key for your health of this. Don't only eat food for good skin, apply it to your skin too. This is really important. And a really easy one you can do is you can make a great little mask for blackheads. So if you're experiencing acne, that can be a sign of, one, that your hormones are out of balance and you need to do some adjustments in your hormones and also some of the foods that you're eating. But sometimes we just need a little extra help from the outside, right? From an application. So here's a great little one you could do. You remove the yolk from a raw egg, and then you beat the egg white until it's stiff, has stiff peaks. Then you mix those egg whites in with 1 teaspoon of honey, and then you smooth that mixture over your face, over those pores, over those blackheads with a piece of cotton or with your fingers, and you leave that on your skin for 15 minutes. You let it dry. And then you rinse with warm water, followed by cool water, and then you pat the face dry. This is a really great one that you can do. It's like your own mask, a DIY mask you can use to help really hydrate the skin and tone the skin. Now, honey is really anti-inflammatory, so it's a really good one to use for topical application on the skin if you're experiencing a lot of inflammation, blackheads, breakouts, redness on the skin. So let's talk about the top natural ways of improving your skin, because that's really what we want to do. We want to start improving our skin and see results right away. So there are a couple things you can do to keep your skin looking fresh, looking good. So let's talk about my favorite. These are things you can get from food and things you can take as a supplement. So one is antioxidants. So our antioxidants are our ACEs and zinc. So that's A, C, E, selenium, and zinc. So you can take that as a whole supplement, or ones that are really good for the skin are A, D, and E. So taking a supplement or increasing your antioxidants in your diet will really help your skin to fight off the free radicals. Now, vitamin C, this is another fabulous supplement to use because vitamin C is going to help your collagen. And that's really important because we want the collagen to be strong in our skin. It's part of that tone, that elasticity that we experience. And when it comes to our skin, when we use vitamin C, it's almost, you could think of like we have our cells, the cell membrane. It's this bottom layer of the cell, the cellular matrix, and collagen helps to keep that tight. So it's like that creates that strong bond within the skin. So vitamin C produces collagen, right? That's the key. You could think vitamin C for collagen. It protects the cells from getting damaged by the free radicals, like I mentioned before. And it's important to replenish your vitamin C stores each day by getting in fruits and vegetables that contain all of these important vitamins. So ones you can use are bell peppers, broccoli, mangoes, cantaloupe, oranges, strawberries, pineapple, snow peas, tomatoes, watermelon. All those are really great in vitamin C and will give your skin a huge dose of collagen. So let's talk about vitamin E. I mentioned that vitamin E is one of vitamin A, D, and E. Those are great for the skin. So vitamin E is a vitamin to protect your cell membrane. So our cells have a phospholipid bilayer around them, and that vitamin E is going to protect the cell membrane. Super important because we want to have this protection for all of our cells. It protects the skin from the UV rays from the sun. Vitamin E and vitamin C work together. They're like hand in hand and partners in crime, so to speak. But no, actually they're friends. They're helping your skin. And they work to provide that extra anti-aging skin protection. Try and get your vitamin E from food rather than taking it as a supplement, because food is always the best. So here are some of my favorite ones for vitamin E: wheat germ, whole grain cereals, nuts, olive oil, spinach, Swiss chard, seeds, and spinach. Those are all going to be your good examples of vitamin E and a wonderful way to start increasing for your skin. So let's talk about beta carotene. This is one you might be familiar with. It's another antioxidant that's critical for vital skin health. Now it gets converted to vitamin A in the body, and it's also responsible for the growth and repair of body tissue. So this is really important because we want to make sure that our body has the fuel it needs to be able to repair itself, because we are going to be experiencing regular daily damage from the outside environment. So beta carotene provides that extra protection and also helps our cells to repair. It's also known to protect the sun against skin damage. Really important. So pure vitamin A in high doses can be toxic. So you want to avoid taking it in high amounts unless your doctor has recommended. But there are other ways to get vitamin A instead of taking it in a capsule form. So there's lots of foods. So of course you might have heard of carrots. Carrots is a big one. So eating carrots, apricots, cantaloupe, red bell peppers, especially the orange ones, mangoes, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes. These are all the orange colored foods, and they're all really safe for your skin. So let's talk about phytochemicals. These are the key micronutrients which your body needs to protect your immune system. Phytochemicals are found in like veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, beans, herbs, and spices. And phytochemicals are what gives plants their coloring, their flavor, their aroma. And when we eat foods with phytochemicals, they work with other phytochemicals, of which there are hundreds, to fend off cancer, really important for our cells, fends off heart disease, age-related eye diseases, and much more. So phytochemicals are very important. So omega-3 fatty acids, these are hands down one of my favorites for helping improve the health of your skin. So even though an omega-3 is not classified as an antioxidant, these fatty acids help to maintain the cell membrane. Remember that phospholipid bilayer, that strength that we're needing for the cells to fight off free radicals. They make them effective barriers from the toxins coming in. 3, healthy fats also play a big role in reducing inflammation, really key if you're having a lot of inflammatory issues of the skin, like a skin rash, itchiness, or an autoimmune skin condition. They protect the skin also from sun damage. So studies have shown and reveal that people who eat a lot of omega-3 fatty acids lower their risk of skin cancer. And some of the examples are wild salmon, mackerel, sardines, flaxseed, anchovies, walnuts, and soybeans. These supply a lot of those rich fatty acids. So again, those omega-3 fatty acids are key for helping with glowing skin. Now let's talk about minerals. So minerals, the top mineral for magnificent skin is selenium. You can remember S for skin for selenium. So selenium is an antioxidant. It's one of the ones I mentioned earlier. It's a mineral which does an excellent job of protecting the skin from sun damage. It helps to keep the skin firm and retain its elasticity. Selenium is also known to prevent some skin cancers, and studies have shown that people with a high risk of melanoma skin cancer who took selenium supplements improve their chances of greatly avoiding melanoma. And the best food sources for selenium are Brazil nuts, tuna, oysters, crab, whole wheat pasta, shrimp, lean beef, whole wheat bread, wheat germ, turkey, chicken breast, mushrooms, and eggs. So those are all selenium containing foods. So those are really great ones to start bringing into your routine. So some of the other minerals that I recommend adding to your healthy skin diet or healthy skin nutritional regime are zinc. Really, that one's a really good one, especially if you're experiencing copper, because it promotes the production of collagen and elastin. Magnesium. So a magnesium deficiency can promote aging of the skin. So really important if you're experiencing a magnesium deficiency to bring that one in. Calcium, really important. It's a major role player. Firmness of our skin, the elasticity of our skin, our bone health. Potassium, so this one, a lack of this mineral can cause the skin to become dry. So if you're having a lot of dryness right now, especially increase your electrolyte intake and water intake. And silica strengthens the body's connective tissue, and without silica, the skin can lose its elasticity. An herb that I really love for silica is horsetail or equisetum. That's a really good one you can bring in to help strengthen the skin. Okay, and one of my favorite smoothies, I'm going to share the screen with you here so you can see this, my favorite recipe. Okay, there we go. It's sharing now. Let me make it a little bit better so you can see it. Of course, let me go through here for you. Okay, smoothie for beautiful skin. Here we go. So this is one of my favorite smoothies for increasing all those wonderful vitamins and nutrients I talked about earlier. So the smoothie is going to be high in vitamin C, vitamin E, beta carotene, and omega-3 fatty acids. So you take 2 oranges, cold and peeled, and you slice it into portions. Half a chopped mango, chilled, half a cup of frozen strawberries, unsweetened, of course. 1 medium carrot, peeled and shredded, half a cup of plain yogurt, chilled non-fat, 2 tablespoons of wheat germ, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of fresh juice of lemon, and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. So a couple substitutes you can do here. One, you could do a non-milk yogurt. So you could do like an almond milk, something like that. You could also do remove the wheat germ and make it, if you're not doing any wheat products, you could also remove the sugar altogether, or you could also replace it with honey or stevia or agave. or maple syrup. Those are some great ones. So you can do those a straight 1-to-1. And then you want to put all of those ingredients in a blender or food processor and blend until smooth and chocked full of all the necessary nutrients. This is a great smoothie and it tastes wonderful. Okay, let me just go back here so you can see me again. Okay, so let's talk about, I want to talk about the next thing here is the top foods that will brighten your skin. And these are the ones that you can really start adding into your daily nutritional routine, your meals. So let's talk about the first one. So sweet potatoes have retinol in them, which is really important for the skin, especially for if you're prone to acne. And retinoid is a compound that's derived from vitamin A, and it's used in skincare and is so important for anti-aging that it works internally to give you external results. So sweet potatoes, really great one. And walnuts are full of very healthy fats. Like I mentioned earlier, they're high in omega-3s. This is going to help your skin look hydrated and plump. And you can also soak those in in a little bit of water overnight, and that will help you to digest them if you have a problem digesting nuts. Cucumber, you might have known about cucumber as being great for the skin, super hydrating. There's plenty of silica in the English cucumber, and it's an essential component in the body, promoting and maintaining healthy skin tissue. So not only that, it heals burns and wounds and even stimulates the rapid regrowth of damaged skin tissue. So it actually helps those cells to regenerate more quickly, and it attracts water to your cells. So you can add cucumber into your salads. You could add it into your smoothies. You could make a cucumber water, a really great one to bring in. Wild salmon, one of the ones I mentioned earlier for the omega-3s. This is a sheer brain food. And wild salmon is packed with rich omega-3s. And what omega-3s do is they keep your brain running at its peak, helping to look your best with your skin, but also helping you to focus all day long. I just love omega-3s, especially salmon. And while it's doing that, like while the salmon is recharging your brain, it's also helping to fight inflammation and combating stress, which often leads to skin flare-ups, and it helps your skin to stay glowing and healthy all day long. So raw sauerkraut is the next one. This is one you might not be usually thinking about when it comes to beautiful skin. So raw sauerkraut is ideal for gut healing. And when we're talking about the skin, we always want to think about the gut. The gut is a reflection, or the skin is a reflection of what's going in on the inside of our gut. Sauerkraut's filled with probiotics. It balances the bacteria in the gut. It's super boosting for the immune system. It keeps the skin clear because in times of stress, the skin often responds negatively. So a really wonderful and easy one to bring in. Pumpkin seeds, they're also known as pepitas. You might know them as that. They are typically whole, roasted, and eaten as a snack or used in cooking, and they're filled with magnesium, which is the anti-stress mineral. So really important for that stress component I talked about earlier in relationship to your skin. So cacao, or cocoa. This isn't the hot chocolate that you drink late at night before bed with sugar and milk. This is cacao. It's the original organic dark chocolate, which is truly healthful, fighting free radicals and keeping your skin healthy with all its flavonoids and antioxidants. So bone broth, this is a wonderful one, especially during the winter, because it helps your collagen, it keeps you warm, helps to boost the immune system. So you can't eat other beautiful skin boosting foods without including bone broth, right? It's high up there. Put it like this: bone broth does your skin what an expensive pair of jeans does. It molds your skin, perfecting it and lifting everything up in all the right places. It's because it contains collagen, and which, as we know, is one of the most top nutrients to keep care of skin and keep it beautiful. In fact, collagen is the most abundant protein in the body, and it's found in the bones, the skin, the muscles, and the tendons. And collagen is the substance that holds the body together. Without it, we would just be like a flabby snowman, a melted snowman. Collagen in the body, it's what gives your skin its elasticity, that really firmness. And as you age, the collagen kind of gets less and your skin loses elasticity. It becomes thinner and then forms wrinkles. So collagen is really key for winter skin. It makes sense that you want to plump your skin and get rid of wrinkles. You boost your collagen levels. So bone broth is amazing for fighting inflammation and continuing proteins and collagen. It's so key. And included in the link is a natural healthy recipe to make bone broth if you want glowing skin. So you'll have that in the guide. So avocados are simply rich in fatty acids. They're really key for glowing skin. They're excellent for moisturizing the skin inside and out. Not only does avocado contain vitamin E, but it also contains important potassium, lecithin, and many other nutrients that moisturize and nourish the skin. So here's a great mask you can use with avocados for glowing skin. So you take one ripe avocado and you remove the skin and the seed and you mash it up until you get a creamy pulp in a bowl. And you add 1 tablespoon of organic honey, mixing it into the avocado. Make sure you get this nice creamy paste, and then you apply it to your skin and leaving on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then you rinse that mixture off with lukewarm water and you pat it dry with a soft towel. It's going to really moisturize your skin and give your skin all the fats that it needs. So it's true, you look like what you eat, right? So luminous, dewy skin has been the desire of women through the ages. So why even Queen in Snow White, right? It made Snow White's beautiful skin so much, she flew into a rage when someone more beautiful than her was found to be alive. So we are desiring this beautiful skin. And we all know that it isn't easy to maintain such radiant skin. It requires work, right? If the inner process of our body is not working efficiently, you can be sure your skin is going to show it. It's going to be the first place where the inner turmoil is then revealed. And it can be in the form of pimples, dryness, rashes, paleness, itchiness, even fine wrinkles might start appearing. And it's not all doom and gloom. I'm not saying that, but because there is good news. You can get back your healthy glow. And if you feel you have lost your glow and you're, painting a dull picture on your skin, it might be time to break some of those habits. Start eating healthier, reducing your smoking, reducing your alcohol, reducing your caffeine, really bringing in the foods and nutrients that are going to help your skin to be so vital and alive. And it's time to ditch all the foods that deplete your mineral stores, like sugar, like I mentioned, is a big one, and alcohol, processed foods, and trans fats. And listen to Hippocrates. He was a really smart, the father of medicine. He was on spot when he said, our food should be our medicine and our medicine should be our food. And this is really the key to all health. So here's what others are saying about working with me. It's really key. Of course, you can use all these wonderful tools that I'm giving you, and you're going to have the guide and really start to change your eating routine. But if you're needing help further, say you're looking for a detox, for instance, for the new year, this is a great way to really dive into helping move the toxins out of the skin and helping your skin get back that glow that it's lost. So some of my patients in the past have said, for instance, Dr. LuLu empowered me to take control of my own health, to find ways to treat root causes. She opened my eyes to other options to healing, balancing, and thriving. Together, we became healthier and more bio-individual approaches to wellness. So really key. So another great patient review here, testimonial. I've known Dr. LuLu since she first came to Asheville. I liked her as soon as I met her. My father came to live out his last days with me, and Dr. LuLu was part of my self-care team. I would not have made it through such a rough time without her. I was so stressed from no sleep, the stress of caring for a dying parent. The herbs for rest were like gold for my soul. Her kind and encouraging words, and she kept checking up on me. I never felt alone. All I had to do was ask Dr. LuLu, and she was there for me. I would recommend her to anyone. She walks her talk. So if you're looking for help further, you can make a free discovery visit with me. You can join one of my programs, like the detox programs. All of that info is on my website at www doclulu.com. Of course, follow me on Instagram, where I'm posting all kinds of tips about your health every day at Dr. Lulu Shimmick. You can also follow me on Facebook, the same thing, at Dr. Lulu Shimmick. And for more health tips, be sure to check out the website and follow us on our blog and subscribe to our newsletter. So thanks so much, everyone, for attending tonight. I hope you really learned a lot about how to continue to take care of your skin in new ways to have a healthy and glowing skin throughout the winter season.